Me and my partner Darren are going to be presenting our slideshow called Bring Your Imagination to Life. Last summer we were working in bioinformatics with Dr. Gasser and CCNY. With bioinformatics is basically the research of genomes, but our day was cut into half. The first half was studying genomes, splicing and all that. And the second half was we were working with two computer programs called Padre and Postgre. Padre is a computer program that allows you to generate 3D images by pointing out coordinates on an XYZ grid. Like, you know how in math class or algebra, you have the X and Y grid where you have to point plot points and stuff. It's basically the same thing. And X is, like everybody knows, left to right, Y up and down, and Z is front and back. Now, how to use it? Padre, like, if you were to go like, I know some science fiction thing, but like you were to go inside the computer, basically like just a big, giant void of empty space. And in order to use it, you have to designate one of the plot points to have a camera. Like if you were to say for the camera, okay, be on point 352, then the camera would be there. But you also need to designate an area where for it to look. So like, for example, we put it 372, then the camera would be here, but it would be looking somewhere up there or something. And depending on what coordinate you say, you can keep moving it around and stuff. And you also need to put like a light source. It's like basically like a sun thing that you have to generate all the light for it. Then after that, you can make like a floor, a background, a canvas, everything, and just have fun with it. Sorry for the poor quality because I just scanned the picture from a printout. This was one of my projects. I had to make a model of the Quake Towers, and these are just 3 cones right here with 3 more cones on top. You have to change the color depending on the pigment that you want or anything, and 3 balls that you just intersect inside. This is another project that I did of microscope with the test tube right here on the table, on top of water and blue sky. Took me like a month to finish this. There's like a lot of cylinders, cubes, a whole lot of stuff, really complicated. If I was to show you the code, it would be like 3 pages long. Don't worry, I'm not gonna show it. Now this one, honestly I just did it, I was bored at home and nothing to do. Like throughout the school year, and I just kept working on it, and yeah.
Alright, the next computer program we're working with is Postgre. It's a 2D dimensional program. It only has an X and Y axis, not 3, X, Y, Z like on Padre. In order to use it, it's like an open canvas. We'd use they call commands like move to or line to. We'd use numbers, also different types of symbols to create the figures. This is a triangle. I don't know if you can see. But these lines we have to do open canvas, like coordinates, we have to like F, like 4, 1 or something like that, right? So this stuff here, if we have an error, like if we incorrectly plot them, none of this will show up on the picture. Create the image. Only this line and this line here. The lines over here are duplicated with these 2 lines. This is a hard figure to create. It took a lot of commands. This is my final project. Conclusion. Alphonse Postgre for 2 programs, one 3D, one 2D, and usually for scientific reasons. Scientists would like to create like DNA sequencing or something like that, to see 3D images, to see the inside of an atom or something like that, to see the bonding.
For acknowledgements, we'd like to thank the Computer Science Department, Director Dayo and his staff, the Science Division with Director Dr. Lee and his staff, Dr. Sad, for giving us the opportunity, Dr. Gasser, our mentor, Dr. Brass, our co-mentor, Harlem Children's Society, CCNY College, our classmates that helped us out a lot, and everyone, thank you for listening. Thank you. Questions? Yeah.
For the images you guys created, you guys like codes or commands?
Yeah, for Powerpoint, we had to use codes like, okay, we had to say, for like, you see the color right here for the blue? If you just put a sphere here, it would just came out like basically a white circle. So yeah, every little detail also requires a code like pigment, put a little bit of red here, this much blue. It's because for the colors, the basics are red, blue, and green, and you just have to keep basically like saying different amounts or dosages of which one to come up with different colors.